Hey everyone, and welcome back to the sports section. So, another embarrassment by Chelsea FC. An embarrassment of a performance. Now you might say, oh, but we had a great first half, right? We had a couple of chances to score. Noni Madueke hit the bar. Kukurea should have scored from 2 meters out. We were dominating. Look at the stats right here. Possession-wise, 70% possession. But look, 2 shots on target out of 17 shots. Brentford had 7 shots and 5 shots on target. Passes, 722 passes for Chelsea, 324 passes for Brentford, basically half, more than half the passes. Pass accuracy, even better for Chelsea, and yet we lose at home. Yet again, I believe it's now 1 win in 12 games at home for Chelsea. It's an embarrassment. It really is super embarrassing. Now, yes, there are, I won't even call it positives, because, it's 0 points. It's not even 1 point, it's 0 points. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, to me, is a very, very good player that we should try and replicate on getting these types of players as soon as possible. He has a very, very high football IQ. If you look at his passing, look at his vision, his positioning, where he goes to get the ball, very, very high football IQ. The problem is he plays with players that have a very low football IQ, which means it doesn't matter how good he is unless he can make the game on his own, which right now is not the case. If he sees passing lanes, if he sees opportunities for crosses, corridors that others don't see, if he sees them, he will attempt to pass the ball. The problem is, he doesn't know if the other player, the receiving player, sees that opportunity as well. Sadly, we're starting to see this in each and every game when we play lower end teams, teams that play 5 at the back, teams that like to defend and then go on the counter. This is usually what happens. No, Nicolas Jackson, to me, if we get a top tier number 9 in January, something like Ivan Toney, Osimhen. I know people will say, oh, I like Osimhen more because he's from Napoli. Brentford is a smaller team than Napoli, and so we need to go get him. But in my opinion, if you look at Ivan Toney, he's a very, very good, strong Premier League striker that scores a lot of goals for a team like Brentford. No disrespect to Brentford, but Chelsea is a much bigger team. And yet, he manages to score a lot of goals. He has that winning mentality as well. Now, will he solve all of our issues? Probably not. Probably not. But a good, experienced goal-scoring striker goes a long way. Now, I'm happy to see that suddenly a lot of people are waking up to the fact that, yes, spending a lot of money on inexperienced kids that showed 20 to 30 minutes of maybe future potential is not going to make this team win anything. I'm very happy to see that it took them 3 to 4 months to actually notice this. Oh well, the January transfer window is going to open in 2 months' time. Now, talking about player performances, of course, some will say this is a shock because last week against Arsenal we played so well, yet we didn't win the game, but that's because of individual mistakes. Fine, so how come we played so horribly in this game? Now, I know some people will already use the excuse, it's because Mudryk is injured, it's because Enzo Fernandez is not in the team, and that's why we didn't play well. I find this very, very hard to believe, especially after that first half performance. We were dominating. We could have finished the game in the first 45 minutes, but we did not. Then some people will say, oh, it's Axel Disasi at right back hasn't been great. No, it's not his issue either. The problem here was, again, the attacking players. Noni Madueke wasn't good at all besides his one chance there. That's about it. Nicolas Jackson didn't really feel like he did anything as a number 9. It was a very underwhelming performance. Cole Palmer did his job. Fortunately, the others couldn't finish. Conor Gallagher, if we can have more Conor Gallaghers and Cole Palmers in this team, maybe we will get somewhere. Robert Sanchez did a great save at the end before the 2-0. Kept us in the game there. We didn't do anything with that. He did have a great pass to Cole Palmer one time, or to Noni Madueke, sorry. But again, the performances aren't there, and our bench, have you seen who we brought in? Again, inexperienced kids that are suddenly supposed to win games for us? The recruitment has been abysmal. You spent 1 billion on buying players, and then this is what you're going for. Yes, I know there's lots of injuries, stuff like that. I understand. But still, injuries, part of the game. You have to anticipate that a couple of players will get injured. But okay, I mean, we have to move on, I guess, and the games are not getting easier from here. Spurs, Newcastle, teams like that, if we perform like this, it's going to be an even bigger embarrassment. And I know some people will again blame Pochettino for this, but I'm going to back the manager. I'm going to back the manager until I see something that, well, doesn't warrant the backing of the manager. He clearly did not have a lot to say during that recruitment period. Now we have some rumors that are coming out that he's going to have a much bigger say on the January and the summer transfer window. I hope these are correct, because at the end of the day, he's the guy that puts the players on the field, and if he's getting players that, well, are not up to the standards, then yeah, things aren't going to go that well. Overall, embarrassment of a performance, yet again, 0 points here, 1 win, 12 games at home. I mean, I don't even recognize this club anymore. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.